Hey everyone, Alvaro Cortez Jr., aka Lance Danger here, and it is day 30. One more day to go for VEDA 2023 video every day August. On this next to last day, I wanted to talk briefly about basketball again. If you're following the FIBA World Cup tournament, Puerto Rico actually won this morning against China, a game that they had to win in order to advance to the second round, and they did so. It was a bit of a roller coaster. Um, China was a tough team, just because they didn't win a game during this first round doesn't mean they weren't tough. Like Puerto Rico at one point had a 18-point lead, and that lead dwindled down to 9 points, and they made that team sweat in the second half. They really had a great comeback. They had me sweating too. I'm not going to lie. But Puerto Rico was able to withstand their comeback, held their ground. Tremont Waters and I forget his name. Um, the other player. I'm not as familiar with this team as I have been with other teams in the past, but Tremont Waters, he's kind of like a mix of Carlos Arroyo and JJ Barea. He has kind of like the dribbling, playmaking kind of style of Carlos Arroyo with like the height mentality of a JJ Barea. He's going to be a good player in the future. Like, he's a good player now, but if he stays consistent, like, he's definitely going to be like one of those great players for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was hitting 3-point shots that were dropping in at the right time too. Like, every time China made a big run, Puerto Rico, Hollis Day would make a big 3-pointer, and so would Tremont Waters as well. So it was a tough game, even though they wound up winning it by double digits. Sometimes the final score doesn't reflect how tough the game actually is. Um, it got pretty physical at one point too. China just gave it their all, because if they had won, there would have been a three-way tie between three teams in that pool. Serbia was already assured a pass into the second round because they finished their schedule unbeaten. They pretty much bullied every team that they faced, including Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico ended up qualifying for the second round because they had the second best record of the group, which was 2 wins, 1 loss. Their other one coming against South Sudan, and now they're going to face the Dominican Republic on Friday, which should be an amazing game. Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic always kind of bring out the best out of each other when they face each other. Kind of like the whole bragging rights kind of competition. Caribbean, the islands are so close to each other. There's such camaraderie also between the two islands as well. And it should be a spectacular game. It almost always usually is. And then on Sunday, it'll be Puerto Rico versus Italy. Puerto Rico doesn't really do well against European teams. It'll be interesting to see how they do against Italy. It's going to still be a tough group in the second round because Serbia is also facing DR and Italy. I almost said Italy because of the food place here in NYC. Sorry for that. But anyway, luckily Puerto Rico doesn't have to face Serbia because they already met in the first round in their group. So they're just kind of like crossing against the top 2 of the other group that advanced to the second round. So first it'll be Puerto Rico versus Dominican Republic and Serbia versus Italy, and then it's going to be Puerto Rico versus Italy and Serbia versus Dominican Republic. Say that 10 times fast. Anyway, it's going to be a great weekend for basketball. I'm really excited to see these games. Puerto Rico, it was a long road to get here to the World Cup to even qualify. They qualified like in the very last window to be able to qualify to even enter the World Cup. So to qualify basically at the last minute and to be able to advance to the second round, you can't ask for anything more. Like, I don't mind at all if Puerto Rico ends up being eliminated by either Dominican Republic or Italy. Again, Puerto Rico historically has done poorly against European teams, and Dominican Republic has always been a fierce competitor in any tournament against Puerto Rico. So I definitely wouldn't mind if Puerto Rico fell to one or both teams, because not many people honestly had high expectations with this team, especially with the drama involving the coaching change, internal power struggles behind the scenes and stuff like that. Players that opted to not play for the team as well. So, it's great to see that Puerto Rico has been able to advance the way that they have and play the way that they have so far. So that's all I have to say for now about that. Maybe I'll make a video about this when everything's ended, just like as an aside next month. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.